While it has been some time since the war of words regarding flexible wings started between Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff and Red Bull team principal Christian Horner, it is only now that it has started reaching fever pitch. It has gone from respectful jabs to open insults, as evidenced by the way Wolff has now reacted on Sky Sports to Horner's suggestion that he should keep his mouth shut. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Wolff calls Horner a windbag. Wolff got straight to the point. Christian is a bit of a windbag who wants to be on camera. It's about being punchy. It's easy to be punchy when you're on top of the timesheet, but you should be a little bit more modest, I think. He further revealed that there is still a possibility of a protest from their end, while also suggesting that Horner going after a team's front wing is nothing new. I think the topic remains open. The last one having been taken out on a front wing flex was Red Bull, I think in 2014, so he has a bit of a track record there, but you just have to get on with things. Their drivers saw the lighter side of this rivalry. Mercedes' Lewis Hamilton joked about it by suggesting how they could settle their differences. We should get them in a ring. Red Bull's Max Verstappen pointed out that this might be a bit unfair on Horner. Yeah, but I think the weight division is a bit of a problem, in the height, the reach. Hamilton added another jab at Horner in response. They're the same weight, just difference in height. Max Verstappen ended the banter by suggesting that this idea can also be employed for the drivers instead of giving them penalties. I mean, I'm all for a ring anyway, even in Formula 1, instead of penalties. Fast feed. Alpine's executive director Marcin Budkowski has explained that the deflections of wings are mostly linked to weight saving really. He further elaborated there is an incentive not only to have the car as light as possible, and put as much ballast at the bottom as possible for centre of gravity. Also to run more ballast at the front of the car, and the front being the front in the floor for weight distribution purposes. He added that the worst place on a car to have weight is the rear wing because it's high up and it's at the back of the car. So it's one of those areas they're pushing the hardest for weight saving, and when you save weight, you make a car that is a bit lighter and a little bit less resistance to load. Christian Horner, meanwhile, feels that the effects of the flexible wings have been exaggerated as the gains are marginal because you compromise other aspects. He added that he has heard numbers of half a second being quoted, but you can see here that Red Bull's wings arguably are flexing less than a Mercedes rear wing. So it certainly wasn't half a second of lap time delta, and he thinks that it's all a little bit overhyped in the media. Alpine's Fernando Alonso is of the opinion that it's unfair probably that the people that crashed in qualifying, they repair the car and they start in that position in the race. All the other cars are in parc fermé until the race. They cannot touch the car. So why can they change all the parts that caused the red flag? He added that maybe one day Alpine are in that position and they can take advantage of that rule. He further thinks that people need to calm down a little bit and drive 98% in a street circuit, because if you crash and you start last in the race, maybe you don't drive over your possibilities. Honda's F1 technical director Toyoharu Tanabe feels that it was frustrating that Yuki Tsunoda's crash caused the final red flag in qualifying. This, he feels, prevented Verstappen, Sergio Perez and Pierre Gasly from improving their time on the final lap. Ferrari's Carlos Sainz has stated that deeply hidden in the car are the 2/10ths you have to search for a long time as a driver. Such a process can take months, but it will work out. He pointed out that Ferrari has had tough years but is climbing back to the top. That takes time, and it's the job of Charles and him to help with that and seize opportunities. And he added that this is a transition year. In 2022, he wants to be alongside Max Verstappen more often, and a supporting role is no longer good enough. Will Ferrari be a top team in 2022? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.